Well, if you want to know where creativity is happening, it's right here with Joe Pearson from Michaels, and you're going to show us how easy it is to do block printing.
I am, but you know what? When you look at it, you're going to be really surprised what we're going to actually make that block print out of. So I want to show you how we got started. Now, what's really cool about this is you can take any piece of artwork. Okay, so maybe it's something that you've drawn, or maybe your children or grandchildren. And what we've done is we've just made a copy of this artwork. And this is a piece of craft foam. Okay. And this is what we're actually going to use. So what we did is we made a tracing, and we used graphite paper on, we traced it here and traced it with graphite paper. And then what I did is, look, this is going to kind of be magic. We're going to lay it down on the piece of foam. And then we're just going to we're almost making a rubbing. The graphite paper is going to go off on to the foam. And by the magic, it will have worked. Look how cool it is. Okay. So here we have one that we have started now. What we're going to do, I'm going to give you that. We are going to use just a pen, and what we're doing is we're actually indenting down into this foam. So we are going to trace everywhere. So I'm pushing kind of hard down into the foam.
Okay. And so simple designs are good, or?
Absolutely, but if you'll see on here I've got one, look, we've got it all done. Look, we even added all the fun squiggly lines, so you can really get as detailed as you want to. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our paint. Now we just used acrylic paint.
And this is a water-based paint,
This is a water-based paint, right? So we're just going to lay this down here. And we're using a brayer.
Here, I'll do that for you,
I'll
Joe.
give you that. And we're just going to take our brayer and we're going to fill it with the paint. Okay, so we've got a nice coat on there. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to put it over our image.
All over the surface.
Now, you can look and see here, I want to go back because I want to make sure that I've gotten it completely covered.
Okay.
Okay, so there's two ways to print this. You can either turn it over and print it down on the paper, or we can take our piece of paper and just lay it on top. Okay, and then look what we're going to do. We're just going to rub.
Just press right. You know what, Joe? Could we actually use the craft foam that has adhesive on the back and make a stamp or something?
You know what's really fun about that? Because yes, you can. Then when you take it, you could cut this all apart, and you could have his little legs on there, peel off the sticky, put it on either a piece of, you could even use corrugated cardboard, but put it on a piece of wood, and then you actually have created your own rubber stamps.
That's cool.
How cool is that? So look, we're just going to lift this directly off.
And look at our picture.
Look
of that.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's very cool.
Now, what we did with these is you can either print, a couple different things like this, or look what we did. I'm going to put this over here.
Okay.
And we just cut it out, and then we just put it on a fun little card. So here you can print it again. Look at all the fun colors. And we're just going to use some tape, and we'll put it on. Now you can go back and add some fun little color behind that. And if you wanted to, you could add some more detail if you wanted to outline it in black or whatever you want to do.
That is cool.
Look at the fun things we have.
I know, and you've got another card right down front. I love those buttons for the eyes.
I know, aren't they fun?
And then also you have the gift bag.
We have a great little gift bag, and we've just added again some paper and put a little ribbon on there. But I got to tell you, I think my very favorite is the piece that we've actually framed. So we took 4 different pieces with the different colors and added it just on top of some other fun scrapbook paper, put it on a great frame, and you really have some very kind of pop art type looking.
It is. You know what? That's my favorite too. And I love but I have to say, I love the way that you put the twig on the gift bag right underneath the little. Oh, that's so cool.
He's ready to fly off to the party.
Joe, that's fantastic. And I see you've also used this paint to sponge on top of it.
We did. We just dry brushed that on, taking the little light coat of paint and brushing it on, and you got a great piece of art.
And we're good to go.
I know. I love it.
Thanks, Joe.
You're
welcome. Is really great.
Good.